Maybe you're just tired of it all. You're tired of seeing the magazines that tell you can lose 7 pounds in 7 days. You're tired about dropping 3 no more dress sizes by following a special diet. You're tired of counting calories. You're tired of seeing all these different ways to lose weight because you tried them all and none of them worked. It could be South Beach, it could be Atkins, it could be the HCG diet, it could be something that Dr. Ross promoted, but all these things you've tried doesn't seem to work, and you can't seem to figure out why. It seems to work for everybody else. Everybody else seems so happy, they enjoy working out, they enjoy being in shape, and you just kind of wonder yourself, why can't that be me? Why can't I do that? Why can't I just stick to this without self-sabotaging myself again and again and again? And you're just tired. You're tired and frustrated of letting yourself down. You're tired and frustrated of exerting all the energy, all the stress that's involved about what am I going to eat next? Or what if I walk past that aisle in the grocery store and I happen to see cookies, whatever they may be that you like, and you're just wondering if you've got the willpower and discipline not to pick it up. You're wondering about if you go out with your friends on the weekend, if you're completely fly off the handle and eat everything. You're tired about always looking back and feeling regret, and you just can't seem to figure out what you're doing wrong and why you just can't stay true to yourself. And after dealing with clients, and not dealing, I should say, working with clients for the past 6 years, I found this to be a really reoccurring trend. I would work with people and then everything would seem to be going great, and then something would happen. They would fall off the wagon, a life event would happen, life would get in the way, whatever it is, all of a sudden it stops, and then they slowly regress back in their pattern. Sometimes they regress a little bit faster, sometimes a little bit slower. But a lot of times what happens is that people can get results, but they just can't keep them. And so you try over and over and over again to do this, and it's exhausting. It seems like you've been on a diet your entire life, and yet when you look in the mirror, it certainly doesn't look that way. And it's not to say that dieting seems to look a certain way, but you feel as if you've put in all this work and you're still not confident with the way that you look and feel about yourself. And so it's like, what's the fucking point? Why do I keep doing this? And maybe you got to the point that you just accepted it and you got to the point where this is just who I am. But we both know that's not true. And you can try to convince yourself that, but in the back of the mind, you know that you could still be better. You could still do better. You can still be the person that you want to be. And at the same time, that frustration, that discontentment fuels bad eating habits again, because it's easy to numb out all those feelings with food. It's easy to escape and distract and to try to entertain yourself with food. Maybe that might be your own situation. Maybe it is the fact that you got to the point in life in which you went to college, you got your degree, you have a job, and you're fully adulting now, but at the same time, you're here and it's like, well, shit, what's next? You've made it, right? You're part of the American dream. You've got a job, you probably live in a decent place, you got food over your head, you got water, but you're still not very happy. You're still not very content. And after climbing up to the ladder, what's the next step? And you're not sure what that is. And so two of these things are examples of stress in our life, or they're examples of frustrations. And what we try to do to lose weight is we try to just follow another meal plan. We try to follow another way to lose weight. But the challenge is we've never really addressed the stress in our life. And those stresses don't always present themselves as just being your career or the stress of being overwhelmed or the stress of doing work. Anytime that you feel unfulfilled or anxious or maybe a little bit depressed or maybe got some anxiety and you're not really sure what to happen next, you almost just feel as if there's a blanket of fog in front of you and you can't see past it. All these things present themselves as stress. And as humans, what we want to do is we want to feel safe. We want to feel comforted. We want to feel content. And more often than not, food is our drug, or alcohols or even drugs are our way to feel that way. We don't want to feel bad. We want to feel better. And food allows us to feel better. So what I want to propose to you is maybe instead of trying to focus on doing another diet, maybe instead of trying to focus on doing another meal plan, why don't we try to focus on reducing the amount of stress in your life, decreasing the amount of anxiety you have, maybe help bring a little bit more clarity to the situations you're being presented with on a day-to-day basis so you don't have as much frustration, you don't have is much of the unknown. And so when you start to feel that way, you're going to realize that food has never really been the issue. You just wanted to escape from feeling a certain way. You wanted to feel better. And what I've come to realize after working with coaching clients, and I think the biggest transformation, if you will, is with myself, is that once I have got more clarity, once I've got more direction, once I have awareness of what's actually going on in my life and I address those things, it's that alcohol becomes so much less tempting because I'm not trying to escape from a racing mind. I'm not trying to escape from the feeling that what I'm doing right now isn't enough. I'm not trying to escape doing more, chasing more, being more, all this stuff. And so food and alcohol no longer really are as appealing because I have that contentment that I need now. I have the comfort, I have the security, I have the more or less eternal optimism, if you will, about what's going on. And so if you create more of that balance, if you create more of that harmony in your life, weight loss, it almost becomes effortless because it's not an issue of restriction and just avoiding and using willpower and discipline not to eat, because those things no longer become temptations. They're no longer desires because you have what you need, and it does not come out of a box of cookies. It does not come out of a pint of Ben & Jerry's. It doesn't come out of a McDonald's drive-thru. And so if there's anything you take away from this video, is that I want you to know that there's an easier and there's a better way to go about doing this. Then if you want to not only get results, but to keep them too, feel free to join my group. And we're just going to focus on things that you could do as an individual to reduce the amount of stress, reduce the amount of overwhelm and anxiety, and maybe just some discontentment and frustrations you have in your life, so that you no longer need food to feel better because you allow yourself to feel better doing the things that you do on a daily basis. So if this helped you, feel free to share it because I really feel it's important that more people know about this and that the way that you want to look and feel about yourself does not come down to avoiding that next box of cookies. All right, take care, guys.